Welcome to the recruitment special. This is going to be very interesting yet again. This is tough. We're going to have to say some goodbyes to some legends of the club. One player I'm going to say goodbye to is Tristan Usani. What a career he's had for the club. He's been an incredible cricketer. He's been there since day one, effectively, but his career stats are remarkable. 25 50s, 1300s in the first class game, average of 47.44, highest score of 208, nearly 5,000 first class runs. Very good in the one day game as well. 12 50s, 500s, 46.56 the average, and a highest score of 144, and just over 2,000 runs there, and an impressive strike rate of 100.4. But it's now time to move Tristan Usani on. Just to build on the future of the club. I would have loved to have kept this guy, but we're going to have to make some very brave calls. Same with Shrubman Gill. A phenomenal career as well for the Nagaland Cricket Club. He's played a lot of cricket all around the world, as you can see. But his career stats are pretty good for us as well. 1850s, 1300s in the first class game. Average of 47.53. High score of 204. 4,515 runs in 53 matches. 76 one-day matches, 3,784 runs, highest score of 157, 21 50s, 900s, and an average of 52.56. And he was very solid in the 20-over game for us when he did appear as well. A brilliant career for Shrubman Gill, but we are moving him on as well. Young Somasunda. Ujalo Somasunda. He is a very interesting decision. He did do something in that 20-over game. I'm not going to select him. Jewel, of course, he is going to be probably the main opener. I'm going to sign him to a 3-year deal. They'll see him to around the age of around 31, 32 years of age. Do need a keeper in our squad. Manu Gull, I want to continue to develop him as well. 3-year deal for him. I'm going to make another brave decision here and say goodbye to Senajit Vaeda. He sort of declined a wee bit in the last few seasons in terms of his batting average, but he's been a very good servant for us, like very good first class career, 15 50s and 600s, over 2,700 runs. He was a very good performer for us, but I'm going to try and pick up some other players, obviously. Pratap, I'm going to move him on as well. Pratap, he's had a sort of an interesting up and down career, but overall I think he was a very solid bowler for us with his 77 wickets average of 33.84. That's very respectful in the Indian grounds where there's a lot of turn on offer and the spinners get a pretty hefty share of the wickets. 1 in that career, best of 5 of 45. He was reasonable in the one-day game, 39 wickets at 29.28, best of 3 for 50, and also very solid in the 20-over game, 40 wickets at 21.85. But we're going to say goodbye to Sachin Pratap. We are going to sign an overseas player with the intention of using another slot for a reserve overseas player. And that is my tactic for that. So those are the 3 players we're going to sign, guys, in that particular lot of signings. The youth players, I don't think got us anything that outstanding. Averages of 30 there, all-round statistics. 45 there and 24. Yeah, we're gonna look at the youth and hopefully pick some things up. So I'm gonna pick a lot of young players again. We're looking to reinvent this team a wee bit. So it'll be very interesting to see who we sign in the up-and-coming rounds. After an intensive search, guys, I think I've found 3 very suitable players to bring into the team for round 1 of many picks this season. So pretty much looking forward to bringing you more signings after this. We'll start off with Sahin. I'm not going to try and pronounce that last name because I'll make a complete butchery of it. But he is being brought in because we really need an opener to just build a bit of depth there. He's got a couple of handy scores, 189 and 70 in first class cricket, and in a one-dayer in a 20-over game, he's got a 50 apiece. So he's one for the future there. His credentials are reasonably good. 35 matches, 64.88 the average. 33 matches here, 70.22 the average in second 11 one-day cricket, and very solid in the 20-over game as well. So the young 20-year-old's been brought in. So we've got Prem Gandhi. He is another future prospect. 43 matches, average of 53.97. Reasonable 20-over average of 42.7. And the second 11 3-day game, he's averaged 58.34. So we're giving both of them a 3-year deal. And we'll have to scroll down a wee bit for our next signing, which is a very talented bowler by the looks of it, in Shravindu Pandey. He hasn't got any statistics there, but 88 wickets at 14.76, 33 wickets at 19.42, and 32 wickets at 15.94. He stands out majorly. I think there's going to be some competitors for some of these players, so let's hope we get these three guys signed up. So he's accepted the offer, he's accepted, and he's accepted as well. Brilliant stuff. And what I'll do, guys, as well is have a look through this to see if any of our old players like Shubman Gill or Tristan Hussaini got picked up by other clubs. One thing I've done cleverly here, guys, is just gone for a reserve overseas player very cheaply. And I'm very much hoping, because there's a very good player potentially in the domestic comp that I could pick up for a very good price if we get really lucky. So yeah, Lyle's just there as pretty much a reserve overseas player, just a cheap wee buy. Unfortunately, another team signed the player that I was intending to sign. It was a young 19-year-old talent. He had a high salary, but we had a bit of money left over just with really good youth signings. But I have got a very good up-and-coming keeper. And this guy is Jalal Kapoor. Very decent stats. Very good towers there. Big 187 in a first-class game, 122 in a 20-over game. Yeah, promising player. Just going to look over his credentials there. 49 matches, 68.3 his average in second 11 3-day cricket. Second 11 one-day cricket, average of 48.74, and second 11 20-over cricket, 31.78. So he doubles up as a wicketkeeper. I'm going to develop him specifically to play in the middle order. He's going to be a handy batsman there. So that wraps up our squad, hopefully, guys. And he's joined the club. Excellent. And yeah, our squad for this season is a very much reliant on a few players, but a lot of youngsters have been brought into this club to just get our team back on track in the next couple of years. I'm looking to gradually improve and try and keep this team together as long as possible. Like, there's a lot of under 20 players, effectively, even under 21s, but you got Oasis, Jaya Chandra, you still got your Joel, you've got Goals been around, Tyagi, Khan. Yeah, there's a good mix of youth and experience here. So hopefully we do all right. Like, the first games you'll join us for, guys, is around about towards the end of the one-day comp. We're going to focus a lot on maybe a couple of episodes of 20-over cricket, a few episodes of first class this season. So hopefully we're in a good position when you join us towards the climax of the one-day comp. So smash the like button, guys. Share with a friend, and we'll see you next time.